Hello, friends. Welcome to DNF Diaries. Every other week, we bring you a wonderfully entertaining, low-stakes, absolutely no-shame story of a DNF in the ultramarathon, sub-ultra, FKT, or thru-hike world. For those that are not familiar, DNF stands for Dang Nabbit Freaking Runnin'. It actually just means did not finish, and that's usually what I say when I don't finish a run. Dang Nabbit Freaking Runnin'. We... Oh my God, I had that in mind. And I was like, oh wait, I gotta do the intro. I've got a plan. So we are accepting DNF stories through our email, dnfconfessions@gmail.com, or you can slide into our DMs on Instagram at dnf.diaries. Please send us your stories about quitting and endurance effort. If you'd like to be kept anonymous, we'll make it happen. And without further ado, I'm Arlee and my chosen adventure is running in the dusk hours because it's not all dark all the time anymore.
Yes. Oh, yay. It's May. It's getting brighter. The sun is here to stay until next November.
Tara, don't bring it up. What? No, not now.
How many months do you have?
We've got 7 months, 6 months.
Woo!
6 months until November.
Party in the daylight. My name's Tara Dower, and I like to eat food. That's the first thing that came to mind. My chosen adventure is food. I love food. I wish food was free because you have to do food every single day. Isn't that like important to life? Shouldn't we just have free food?
Really adds up.
You have to do dinner, breakfast, lunch every day.
And snacks.
Did the government take that into account when they were, figuring out what was free and what wasn't? Like fire department, free. Food, not free. Gasoline, not free. Hospital bills, not free.
Definitely not free.
Anyways, yeah, that's what's going on in my mind right now. I do have food nearby and I am eating and it's fine. I just think about food 24/7.
It's a great subject. Great subject. We're gonna we'd like to thank Ultra for sponsoring this pod. Ultra's really going so far all the time.
Yeah, they are.
And doing so much. Yeah.
They really care. Those at Ultra really care about the company, and they're putting out a lot of new shoes. So hold on to your seatbelt because it's about to get crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, wait till you see what they have coming.
I hope they're hot pink.
Yeah, me too. Goodness gracious.
Wow. Time will tell. Let's find out what Ultra brings next.
Thanks, Ultra, for sponsoring.
Huge fans. Huge fans. So we've got some Ultra news.
Oh, yeah.
The first Ultra news that I have is not about Ultras, but it is about running. And it's just that, we have to talk about the London Marathon.
Yeah.
Because, okay, Boston was a banger. London, also a banger.
Yeah.
Sebastian Solway ran sub 2 hours for a new world record, 1:59:41. It's pretty fucked up, frankly.
And he said he could go faster in a video. He's like, I could go faster.
That's crazy. I don't know what the splits are on that, but I'll tell you what, they're nasty. That's about all I know. Absolutely nasty.
Yeah. And then the guy who got second you have it in the notes,
Jacob Kiplimo.
yeah, he also went under 2 hours, and well, he got 2 hours,
So
and
fast.
he got second place.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's just so crazy. And like, not to be a bit of a downer, but I will be, obviously. I'm going to talk about women, which is not a downer. But so in 2024, 2 years ago, when Ruth Chepengech ran a new women's world record at Chicago, I don't remember what it was. And everyone's reaction to that was, oh, she's doping, she's doping, she's doping. Everyone, like, she ran this crazy time. I mean, I gotta look it up. I can't believe I didn't write it down. She um
I remember that.
yeah, she ran 209.56
Oh,
for a women's world record. Also nasty. And everyone's reaction was just like, she's doping, she's doping, she's doping. Which she did later test positive for drugs. But that's not the point of what I'm bringing up. The point is that when Sebastian Salwe went sub 2 hours, everyone was like, this is the greatest thing humans have ever done. Men are incredible.
and the
And
reaction didn't go towards doping
doping.
as the
And
first thing.
yeah, Des and Kara on their podcast, Nobody Asked Us, had a really great conversation, in my opinion, of just about like the different reactions and how frustrating it is. Because they're all like, not Des and Kara, but Sebastian Solway's team group or whatever is all like, well, we paid Adidas $50,000 to test him more. And they're like, okay, yeah, but like, what are the results? Like, what are you testing? I don't know. Either way, like, obviously it's so incredible that somebody ran sub 2, and that's like really incredible. And I don't want to like take away from that record, but I do want to point out that the general public had very different reactions to a man and a woman's world records.
Yeah, seems to be quite a difference there, and that's upsetting.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
upsetting.
Well,
Yeah.
I was thinking about this the other night, like how exciting like all women's running is right now. And I think that conversation should just obviously just disintegrate either way. But I think there's more reason with more fast women who are pushing each other. The more fast women we have out there pushing each other and pushing the limits, I mean, the further women will go. And it stinks that there's still this thought that the only way a woman's going that fast is because she's doping. But I think we should get used to the fact that women aren't doping and they're running really fast.
Women are machines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was a women's world record.
There was.
That's exciting.
Asefa ran 2:15:41, women's only world record. I think that is because I think the women's race starts before the men's.
Okay.
So there's like literally no like pacers or anything.
Okay.
Meaning there's not like fast men who have like fallen behind the pack or something like that. I think that's what that like qualification or quantifier means.
Okay, I see. I was confused about that.
Yeah. But then Helen Obiri ran 2:15:53. And, you know, women also freaking slayed at London.
Yeah.
So
they must have had like these optimal conditions, like perfect conditions, a little bit of wind at the back. These people were going so fast there.
Totally flying.
Yeah. And it's crazy thinking back to when they were trying to go under 2 hours.
Yes.
And the whole they had the speed suit, and then they had like the weird like triangle like blocking the wind and
yeah. We watched Breaking 2 at Boston, and then this happened a week later. That's just good timing. Yeah. It's just good timing.
Good. And then now we have Ultra News.
Yes. Canyons, Hundo K.
The men's field was like surprising in a surprise twist. The men's field was actually like a little more interesting to watch of a race than the women. I'm going to say it. I'm sorry to all
Say it.
everybody,
Say it.
but I was like, for once, I was like, oh, wow, this is so fun to watch. The men are, this is a stacked field. And yeah, so Adam Peterman, he came in at 18:47. Zach Miller, fun athlete to watch. He's so gritty, 8:21. Hayden Hawks, 8:23. And Kenyon Woodward came in 5th. And you say here he has run like so many golden ticket races.
I feel like
he
I've
didn't
heard
really
his
need to
name
run
in
that.
every result.
Yeah.
Like Javelina, obviously he got the ticket. And then at Black Canyon, he also like got a ticket. Obviously it passed
Did
him.
he?
I think he
did
was
he?
Yeah, I think so. I think he got
Oh.
we should double check.
Yeah.
But he was up there, top 5 for sure.
Wow.
And then he's at Canyons. I'm like, buddy, you're really going after these ticket races.
Yeah,
for somebody that has a ticket.
It's pretty surprising because Canyons 100K, it's like, it's not super close to Western, but it's a big distance to be close-ish to Western. And so a lot of the people who already have golden tickets, like, they're not going to go there and race. At least that's my understanding as somebody who doesn't really know a lot about like the coaching or the recovery side of it. So don't take my word for it. But like from what I've heard, like it's an interesting race to do so close to Western. And so we had people like Will Murray who did it. And I don't think he did as well as he wanted to. But we also had Ann Flower who didn't. She actually DNF'd. And I wondered why. Have you heard anything why she DNF'd?
No, but I'm about to Google it.
I was thinking that maybe it was she didn't look injured. She looked happy. I was wondering if it was because like lining up, she realized maybe that she just wants to kind of focus on Western, and that's what I did for one of my races. Is totally valid to DNF if that's like your thought. If you're like, mid race, you're like, I think I need to focus on this other race because Western's such a big deal.
Nothing came up in the initial Google. So
she looked fine. She looked healthy and happy. So,
yeah, good.
I think she's okay. But then Riley Brady won for the women. So happy for them. Got their golden ticket and accepted it with glee and joy and looked so happy at the finish line. Kareth Arnold, my teammate, she passed her ticket down. She got second. Sarah Alaben and Sarah Humble came in 3rd and 4th, and then Sarah Humble actually passed her ticket down to Eleni Mataresi. And yeah, I was just like, I was pretty surprised at the women's field. It was, I think next year we're going to see like a big shift, a big like mass of elite women and just like women of all abilities going to Canyons 100K. This happens sometimes where it's like you see like the resurgence in these races when people see that it's not stacked the year before, and then all of a sudden it's like stacked in the next year. So I'm kind of interested for next year. Not that like these women didn't run so fast. They all ran so fast and it was competitive. But if we're looking at the other golden ticket races, we're looking at those races in the last year, it's probably the least competitive one that I've seen. And you can roast me in the comments and let me know if you disagree. I would love to be educated, but I think it was a great race. I just, for once, I was like, the men's race was like so hype. I do think it's kind of funny that I wonder how Hayden Hawks, he probably knew about this before, but he had to bust his butt to get a golden ticket. And a week later or so, we see that Hoka gave their sponsored spot to Jim Walmsley. Hayden Hawks works so hard, and I could just imagine him being like, What the hell, guys?
Are you kidding me, Hoka? Jim could have just cruised through a finish line to get a golden ticket. Oh my gosh. Gosh, that's a bit like a punch in the gut.
Yeah. Well, I guess Adam Peterman too, but I just always, for some reason in my head, I know I've never seen anything that like backs this up, but for some reason I always picture Hayden Hawks and Jim Walmsley. Like there's a one-sided rivalry where Hayden Hawks has a rivalry against Jim and Jim doesn't realize it.
Same with David Roche.
Yeah.
It's like all the boys and Jim.
And Jim's just like doing his thing.
He's like, me and
unbothered.
Francesco are just hanging out without you guys.
Yeah.
So, you know how Jim lives in France, but he's like from America?
Yes.
Do you think that he has a little bit of an accent when he talks?
I think.
Do you think that's real? Or do you think it's a bit of a front?
I think it's a bit of a front.
I do too.
I've met Jim before. He's a perfectly nice person, and this isn't anything against the person he is or his personality, but you can't go to France and get a full accent. Like,
I will say, my Cleo's dad is English, and he has been living in America for like 45 years at least, and still has a British accent. So, Jim, it's not really about you, but it kind of is. I'm just not really sold on the accent.
I feel like
Katie Schide doesn't have an accent.
No, that's so true. Katie, and she like her partner is French. And she speaks French. I don't know. I side eye when I hear Jim talk and I hear the accent. I'm like, is that real? Do you really have an accent right now? Does he still have an accent? Is he still talking?
It's the only way I've heard him talk.
Oh no, Jim.
And then you hear what's the Dilly Sims reels of his accent. Oh, it's
I've
so
heard
good.
Do you think him and Francesco talking accents to each other?
Oh yeah.
Like French accents?
I think Jim probably tries to impress Francesco with his accent. Because since Francesco is like actually from Italy? Maybe?
Italy.
France? Italy? I think he's Italian.
He's Italian.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you brought that up.
Lathers up the accent a little bit for that.
It just, an accent just makes everything feel that much more serious. So I can understand. Like, it's we're in the big leagues now. We got accents and everything.
It's kind of like, Jim, not only do we know that you're better than everyone, you have an accent. So now we definitely know you're better than everyone. Like,
not just any accent, a French accent, which is notorious. The French are notorious for thinking they're better than everybody on the planet. So it kind of makes sense now that I'm thinking about it that he has a French accent.
He should have gotten a Boston accent.
Hey,
I was practicing mine when I was down there. You gotta park the car.
Where's the clam chowder? That's one way to give me a headache, is hearing somebody with a Boston accent talk for
one time
an hour
I was
straight.
in Boston and I went into Dunkin' Donuts. No idea what they said to me. I fully couldn't understand.
You gonna get coffee?
I don't know. I was like, okay. Because it was a bit scary also.
Yeah, it's an aggressive accent.
Yeah.
It's aggressive.
Yeah.
It really catches you off guard.
Anyways. Okay, I'm going to make a bit of a smooth transition. Yeah, our story today is also aggressive.
No. Cocodona.
Oh, shoot. Cocodona is also aggressive. Cocodona too fitty.
Now I see what that is. I thought you just had like a mini stroke and started typing a bunch of letters. Now I see.
Single Track is hot on predictions.
What did they
Free
predict?
Trail doesn't have any because they're trying to get all these runners into gambling. And it is also the Kentucky Derby, and apparently only one horse is not related to Secretariat.
Oh, wow.
Different race, though. Similar, but different. Really close, but not quite the same.
Imagine like 50
wait,
years from now. Imagine 50 years from now. And
everybody's related to Jim.
To Jim, yeah, that's what I was thinking. All the good runners are just related to Jim.
And they all have maybe real, maybe fake French accents.
Oh.
And like their little ponytails.
Oh, they're Francesco. Oh, Jim also has one now, right?
I think he also has a ponytail.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay,
So,
wait, will you pull up the single track
yeah.
predictions? I'm gonna get a computer charger.
Okay, let me see here.
I'm a bit unprepared.
Is it on his...
It's on Instagram.
Instagram,
is where I saw
okay.
it. Yeah.
Oh, let me see. Is it in a reel? It's just you and me now, audience. I am looking for it on Instagram. Single track. All right, let's see here. Predictions. Oh, here we go. What a post we got. So men's field. Leah's predictions are Joe, second is Jeff, and third is Max. I don't agree with that. Brett's predictions is Joe, Eder, and Max. I appreciate Brett's prediction of Eder because Eder got second, third last year, and also got on the podium for Mammoth. So Eder he's performed so well at these big races. I don't know why more people aren't predicting him as a winner. And then Finn's predictions for the men is Joe, Max, and Zach. Okay.
Everyone's picking Joe.
Yeah. And then for the women, we have Leah saying Courtney and saying Rachel as second and Megan Eckert as third. Brett's prediction is Rachel, Courtney as second, and Megan as third. And then Finn has Courtney winning, Rachel as second, and Mika as third. And it looks like based on their times, they think the men are going to win. So I don't necessarily agree with that, just personally.
Yeah. I'd like
know.
to see it mixed up a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know.
You know?
I would love to see a very diverse, like, mixed gender podium.
Yeah. Maybe like women first, second, men third.
Okay, so who do you think? Did you see all of their contenders? After looking at the contenders, do you have a prediction?
My hope is that... Okay, I don't really know where I'm falling on this, but it's gonna be hot. Okay. I think where I am at right now, purely for vibes and drama, is that Megan and Courtney and Rachel are battling for like so long, and then a rando snakes up and takes the win.
Who do you think that random is?
I can't predict a rando.
Okay.
It's going to be like an unknown, like fast girl.
Honestly, I mean, these women can really push each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think they're going to push each other to do something incredible out there. I think with these predictions coming out, like not apart from yours, like I think the predictions that are coming out aren't taking into account that we've not seen a women's 200 miler this stacked before. And when you have a field that stacked, women are just pushing each other harder and harder. And we already know that women can, in these distances, can compete with men. The research is there. So I think people aren't taking into account those factors. So, like, on your, if you have, like, top 6, we're not, like, gender's not, and
Ooh,
gender's not part of
okay.
it. Top 6.
I do want Joe up in the top 6. I just think he's
Okay.
so great, and he's so fantastic.
It's hard.
For
There's a lot of names.
boys, I don't know. Joe just is so great. I don't know about the rest of them.
Eddar's pretty great. Eddar's,
I'll take your word. Edder
he's
can
pretty
be up there.
consistent. He's pretty consistent.
And then we've got Courtney, Rachel, Megan. I'll say Mika.
Okay.
No, I'm going to say rando. A
Okay,
total
rando.
random person who I just don't know or don't know about.
Nice.
What are you got in your top 6?
Okay, so I'm going to say, in no particular order, Jeff Garmire, because I'm pacing him, and if I'm pacing somebody, we're gonna get up there.
We're working.
We're gonna work, Jeff. I think Joe probably too. I mean, Joe's, unless something happens,
Yeah.
that's a possibility. But that's a possibility with anyone. I think Edder. And then there's just so many other really fast men. Those are just. Then there's DJ. DJ's from Durango. He's been working very hard. Okay. This is my top 6. I'm not diverting from this. Jeff Garmire, Joe, and Edder as 3. And then for the women, again, no particular order. Courtney, Rachel, and then honestly, I would say Manuela. She
Okay.
Yeah, she won the what's it called? The round robin of 200s last year or something. She won.
Yeah. Damn. Oh, hell yeah then.
Yeah, that's what I gotta. That's Cocodona for you. I'm interested to hear what actually happens.
We'll definitely talk about it in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, story time?
Yeah. So our story today, is great. It is
great.
It's great. It is from a friend named Ben Feinson.
Oh,
has
yay.
submitted to this story. And
joy.
It's nothing but joy. It's nothing but a joyous light, as is he. And so when I wrote this script, I was watching Breaking 2 before Boston. And I would just like to say, so that movie, if nobody's ever seen it, would recommend. It's a bit dated now that somebody has broken 2 legally. Theoretically, hopefully, currently. So anyways, this movie is about these people, whoever they are, pick the 3 best people, marathoners, that they think will break 2 hours. They pick Ulid Kipchoge, Lalisa Desisa, and Zersine Tadisi. And at one point, leading up to this sub 2-hour attempt, these like coaches and people or whatever realize that Zersine hasn't been drinking water ever at all.
What?
Never once during a marathon.
What?
And so they say, I think hydration might be impacting his running. And then they completely seriously say, yeah, drinking water might really change his ability. As if this was a light bulb moment. And meanwhile, I get paid $0 to talk about running and to run. And I'm like, yeah, water is pretty freaking important. I think it would impact. I think it would. Anyways, that was my...
Did it impact his race? Or
well, he didn't do great. So, I mean, I think he ran a PR, but he didn't break 2.
Which is the whole point.
I think tucking in his shirt also would have helped. because by the end it was just this long ass tank top like covering his butt, and I was like, buddy, that I know that's not helping. Like, that's got to be restrictive.
They didn't give him a crop like the women wear. Like the women are doing
like
it.
The women are showing midriff.
Yeah.
Where are the men? Why? I want to see your midriff. Why aren't we doing that? Why do men get to wear long spandex and women get to wear underwear, bikini bottoms?
I did watch a TikTok where a elite woman was like, I like to wear this. And it was like, great. And she did mention there were more options, but I was like, I would chafe so bad.
I literally can't even I can't even fathom. I mean, I'd be a half a mile in bleeding from chafe. Just like so
my thighs
quick.
Love to chafe. They can't wait to just
rub
make a little
so
fire
good together.
Yeah. They just love it.
So this whole story is basically just a huge compliment episode for Ben, because he is just absolutely the best, and I love him so much, and there are zero bad words I could ever use to describe Ben. But I will describe him a little bit. Good. And I'm going to ask for your description at the end of mine. He is so funny, and he makes a crow sound that is unbelievably realistic, and it spooked me to my core when I heard it for the first time. I thought there was a crow directly behind me cawing in my ear. I remember the exact spot where I was the first time I heard it. Like, I don't even have to close my eyes to be transported there. And then also there's this loop called Honey Hollow that we run every spring 1.5 billion times, because it's the first.
Trust me, I know.
The first thing to melt out.
I'm in the group chat.
Yeah. Oh, God. Love a good old pot of honey. Nice Saturday at the Hollow. And
I hear all about it.
And it's got a real nice climb. Anyways, at the top of the loop, there's 2 out and backs. I don't know why, but Maya calls them pincers. Whatever. At the bottom of one of them is a big pile of rocks. And Ben has made it his personal mission to relocate all of the rocks one at a time to the top of a 0.9-mile climb. And every time he chooses the biggest fucking rocks to carry all the way to the top. And at the top, there's a small pile of rocks that have been moved.
With this, I imagine that like the Stonehenge started in a similar way. There's just a guy in a community and he's just like, we got to get this rock over there. And it's just going to have a similar effect in like 5,000 years. Everyone's going to be like, what is this pile of rocks?
Yeah. Ben is bringing them up there, and he does. Others do participate. I did carry a pebble recently.
Oh, good. That
every
counts.
every rock has to go. So
yeah, doing our part.
Ben is also an incredible runner. For a time, he held the supported FKT on the Long Trail, and he is just a real go-getter. And I think that this story is really gonna encapsulate Ben as both a go-getter and a creative, fun lover. So
that's a really good way to explain who he is as a person.
We're going to begin by going back to the beginning. If you've ever heard Hillary Duff's song Come Clean, you should listen to it right now. She also talks about going back to the beginning.
She really came at a Disney Channel on top, honestly.
She did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ben got really into trail running in 2018. He was training a lot and was really starting to push some bigger days in the whites, and had run a couple of 50-milers around that time. But in February of 2020, he quit his job, which was in Southern California.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He was working outdoor ed. If you'd like to see what he was up to, would recommend the bee video on his YouTube channel, Ben the Food Dude. And Ben moved from Southern California to the Chattahoochee National Forest
Oh,
with
so
only
good.
his car and a big ol' love of running. And so while he lived in the land of Alan Jackson, he was training a lot and was like being pretty intense about it and training for the Georgia Death Race. And so I'd heard of this Georgia Death Race before from this guy named James that I met one time at a race. Very cool guy. And so I looked it up because I wasn't quite sure on the specifics. And this is the description from Ultra Sign Up of the Georgia Death Race. The iconic Georgia Death Race is a 74-ish mile trail running race from Byron Herbert Reese Farm in Blairsville, Georgia to Amicalola Falls State Park. Runners are required to carry a 1-pound railroad spike the duration of the race. If you finish, then you throw this nail in the coffin and receive an engraved spike for the completion of your journey. The race has 16,000 feet of climbing and 16,000 feet of descent. It is relentless. The race has been called the craziest and most fun race east of the Rockies. It continues to be the most watched, sought-after, and desired ultramarathon on the East Coast. Come be a part of the legendary course and see if you can be one of the 60% who actually finish the race.
Sounds
This
like
is
a real
also
hardo race. Jeez.
a Western States lottery qualifier.
Oh, good. Not a Hard Rock qualifier? Because based on that description, one would assume.
Do you feel interested in this race?
Yeah, I would do anything. It just seems like I don't know, just like really like trying to be really hardcore, and I'm sure it is. But
It seems like an obnoxious vibe.
Yeah, my friend
frank.
Bree, I think she went there and ran it. Did she win overall? I don't know. I don't remember if she won overall or got like in the podium, but she did so well and it looked like fun. And I love Bree. She looked like she was having a great time, so it must be great. I don't know. It's just the description. The coffin doesn't seem necessary. Like that's a lot of like, where are you going to store the coffin in the off season? It's a lot.
It's a bit
of
dark. If
extra,
you ask me.
yeah, a lot of extra steps to be like pretty hardcore. I don't know.
Yeah. It's giving poser. Anyways.
Ooh.
At the end of March, about 2 months after Ben had moved to the Chattahoochee Forest and was, living there and training and stuff, 2 different things happened. One, COVID is full blown and the race gets canceled at the total last minute. And Ben also learned that the race director is a total bad guy and he was no longer had any interest in the race. And frankly, after I read about this guy, I would never want to be near him, let alone in one of his races. And I wouldn't recommend any of it to anybody else.
I agree. He's quite the bully. Obviously I don't know him personally, but like literally everything I've heard from everybody, I haven't heard good things. And it's also like kind of sketchy women, like I don't want to I don't know anything.
Yeah.
And then again, we like I don't know if he's just a loose cannon.
Really sketchy.
I just wouldn't recommend it. I've heard just really bad things. He's a bully to Hunter. My friend Hunter, he like bullied poor Hunter, and I was like, dude, Hunter's gotta calm down. Hunter's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm glad you brought that up because I was looking for a moment to say something. Yeah.
I was like, now that I know about this guy, I can't not bring up that he's nasty and bad.
Yeah.
So Ben pivots and sends for an FKT on the Georgia Loop. Totally better plan and totally successful plan. So after the Georgia Loop, Ben starts a big road trip back to Vermont, which is where he grew up and it's where he lives now. Hence the rock situation. And he takes about 2 weeks off to recover and then sets an accidental marathon PR. Just goes out for a long run on dirt roads. And he's like, I'm going to do 20. And then he said, I'll do 26.2. And he ends up running a 3:09.
Oh, wow.
And this was 2 weeks after the Georgia Loop. And
So
he was like,
fast.
felt incredible. That was great. And then he got to thinking, if this was flatter, I could totally run sub 3. But it was 2020 and there were no races. So he starts dreaming. Tara, what kind of like homegrown routes have you dreamt up? Like, are there any that really stick out?
What do you mean by that?
Like, just like non-race, kind of just like routes, like running routes that you just have just gone out and done, or it's something like that.
I thought you were saying ROOTS.
Oh,
I was like, I'm so confused. Routes. I have so many routes. So many. I thought of like just so many, and like I've thought of like mainly what I think about during my races are like, how can I make this into a backyard ultra? That's where my mind goes all the time. I do like a little loop and then I'm like, this would be such a fun ultra, backyard ultra. There was, when I lived in Virginia Beach, there was a landfill that they put grass over, and it was the only hill. It was called Mount Trashmore in Virginia Beach. It was the only hill. And then there's this loop around a lake that you can do. And I was like, how cool would that be if you like run around the lake and then you go up and over the little trash pile, and that's like your backyard ultra. I always think that I have these little routes in mind. I'm like, if I was a race director, I'd make this into a race.
brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Megan Rascal and I solidified our friendship through a homegrown marathon, also in 2020. Different story for a different day. So Ben is dreaming about a marathon, that route, maybe that's helpful, that he could run for a sub 3-hour attempt.
Nice.
And he draws inspiration from none other than his best friend. Have you met Owen before, Tara?
Oh, so many times.
Owen he's amazing. He's incredible. He's so funny.
He's quite the character. And I'm hoping one day he'll come out and say that he was the one that brought that random old man that looked like Mad Tom to the long trail. Nobody knows.
It
had to be him.
It had to be.
Where did he come from? I don't know.
I mean, unless it was Ben.
Oh, true.
Could
Those
be.
two.
Yeah. So Owen is Ben's best friend. Like, I think they went to high school together, and they've known each other forever. Anyways, and so Owen had gotten engaged a couple years prior in 2018. And Owen's hilarious, and his partner, now his wife, and they had Owen and his wife had some like long going bit inside joke about corn. I don't really know the details. It's not really any of my business. But I do know that the joke about corn is still going. And so, because in 2023, Ben and his partner Kai were living at Owen and Anna's house, and while they were hiking the CDT, and the two of them hosted a corn-themed party on the anniversary of Owen's engagement. Everybody had to bring food that had corn in it.
Oh.
And it was like in October, corn harvest. They had grown corn. It was a whole situation. Owen and Anna were not present. They were not part of this. Great party. Anyways, but Owen's engagement was corn-themed because of this bit that him and Anna had going on. We fast forward 2 years to 2020. Ben's dreaming up routes, and the corn engagement dreams. That's what comes to mind for him for his sub 3-hour marathon attempt. Ben dreamed up the corn-themed marathon. He was going to attempt a marathon where corn would be part of all aspects of the effort. One of the more frequented trails in our area goes along the edge of a cornfield at some points. And if one were to choose to circumnavigate the cornfield, the loop would be like 1 to 1.5 miles. So naturally, the corn marathon would be run around the cornfield. Ben would eat corn for breakfast and fuel with corn-based products and listen to the band Korn. It was to be named the Quarantine Marathon. an ode to the times. And there's no way that this marathon will not be a success.
Well, I'm wondering, since this is a DNF podcast, if the corn has something to do with the fact that there's a DNF involved.
You have to wait and see. Which variety of the corn do you think is going to go south first?
Oh, probably the fueling side of it. I don't know how many carbs corn has in it, but I don't know, dude.
Yeah. It's also 2020, so I don't really think carbs existed. I think it was different.
17 grams per
ear?
That's
wow. Just
whoa.
gnawing away all day.
Yeah, gnawing away. Also, why do we
Bit
call
of a choking
ears?
hazard.
Ears of corn.
So Ben has corn pancakes for breakfast, and he had some homemade corn syrup and salt gels to fuel with, and some other corn syrup based products, likely of the high fructose variety. And I was asking Ben what he fueled with, and his response was, I experimented a lot. And he still does, which is one of the greatest things about him. We got a group text, I believe, from Ben recently that says, big batch of lube, and there was a bunch of pictures of tins of homemade lube that he had made. And it was so great. So corn day comes, and it's time for it's the big day for the big corn-thon. And Ben is eating his corn pancakes, and he begins the effort in the afternoon. Unseasonably warm day. Shorts and t-shirt. It's a good thing salt is one of the 2 ingredients in those homemade gels. Ben starts out, and he was totally nailing the pace, jamming to corn, the band, that is. And it was taking in more corn every lap, the fuel. The Quarantine Marathon was underway. His legs were feeling a bit tired and more fatigued than he had hoped for or expected. But he kind of chalked it up to being a side effect of the heat. It was April in Vermont, which means any temperature is possible. 2020 preheat training. Maybe some of the leg fatigue was from the heat. Probably it was because he was running on a cornfield.
Yeah.
Which is...
Aren't cornfields known for their sun so the corn can get photosynthesis?
Yeah, I think they're also known for being quite lumpy bumpy.
Ooh.
And dare I say a bit unsteady.
Did he have alpha flies on for this marathon attempt?
I can only believe so. We may not have had carbs or heat training in 2020, but we did have alpha flies. And I think that he probably hot glued some corn-shaped lugs to the bottom.
I was about to say, I feel like corn needs to be involved. Like he needs to make his shoes out of corn husks or something.
Great idea.
Yeah.
At mile 13.1, Ben is thinking, maybe this cornfield actually blows, and maybe flat, smooth, nice ground would be a blessing from God herself. And to be clear, Ben was the original coiner of the phrase, our Lord and Savior, Courtney DeWalter, may her legs never tire. I fact-checked that. He said I was the first person to have ever said that. It is mine. And I said, I thought so. I wanted to cite my sources correctly. And so he must have been sending up prayers during these undulating, bumpy laps, just loaded up on corn syrup and salt. Tara, would you ever consider making corn syrup salt gels for yourself?
No. 100% no.
Would you consider making them and giving them to Jeff Garmeyer during Cocodona?
Oh, well, we're going for the podium. We're going for top 6. So probably not.
Understood. Not
That
fuel for
sounds-
top 6.
That sounds so gross. Can you just I have corn syrup in my drawers or in the pantry, and I look at it. I'm not gonna drink that. It's like drinking
Will you give one to
vegetable oil.
Rascal? Will you make one for her?
I will.
And
I
give
will
it to
do
her?
that. She's
With that water bottle?
She's at the hippie festival right now,
That seems
so
right.
I could walk up to her.
She
She's
could
pouring
probably
beer.
use a gel.
She's pouring beer there. She's a beer pourer.
Definitely bring her a gel.
Yeah.
Corn syrup and salt. She'll need it.
Oh gosh, Ben, no. Ew. Wait, is that like science? Like, what's up with corn syrup? How much? Let's see.
Carbs,
Corn
I don't know.
syrup.
It fits the theme of the marathon.
It does.
Yeah,
And
what's
that's what
the
matters.
nutrition on
Wow,
this?
it's actually a lot more than I thought. 16 grams per tablespoon.
Oh, that's a lot.
That's so much. Oh my gosh.
That's like 32 grams in one gel. I feel like gels are 2 tablespoons. I don't know. I
Yeah.
made that up.
I feel like they got to be 3. That's so impressive.
Oh my God, that's a lot.
Yeah. Okay, Ben.
On to something.
Spring would never.
No, they wouldn't. They couldn't. They're too whole food for that. So, anyways, listeners, every time you say our Lord and Savior Courtney DeWalter, may her legs ever tire, I do ask that you show respect and point to the sky and credit Ben out loud. Thank you for citing your sources in APA format. So Ben's halfway through and he's thinking about throwing in the towel. And then he gets bit by a dog. An off-leash dog on the cornfield path. Every runner's worst nightmare. In his race report, Ben does give the owners the benefit of the doubt by saying they probably weren't expecting someone to be rounding the corner of a cornfield at 6:45 pace. So he luckily surprised the dog and the humans. And there was no blood, so he just nodded hello and kept trucking for another lap of cornfield fun.
Was he worried when he came back around if he would see the dog again?
Unclear. Unknown. I think he trusted Courtney to take care of it.
Oh. What kind of dog is it?
I don't think it matters.
Honestly, valid for that dog. I would, if I saw that in a cornfield.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Fueling off corn syrup, even though it's a surprisingly dense amount of carbs in 3 tablespoons. Dogs don't know that, though.
So Ben makes a deal with himself, as the best of both quitters and winners do. And he says, I will keep gobbling up corn loops until I for sure am no longer able to run sub 3. The hope behind this goal was that it would inspire a second wind. However, it did not. So, Tara, which of these following factors would you most attribute to the lack of a second wind? Heat exhaustion, dehydration, leg fatigue, morale collapse, dog bite, exclusively corn-based fuel?
Wait, which one would I...
Do you think was the biggest part of no second wind?
Probably heat exhaustion, honestly. Dog bite seems a little bit like a motivator.
Seems a bit like an adrenaline boost.
Yeah, like I just got bit by a dog. Whoa.
Better run.
Who gets
Get
bit
outta
by
here.
dogs these days? In cornfields.
So, at 18 miles, Ben calls it quits.
Oh, no.
There was no need for a deep, dark recovery or an injury. A corn injury would really be a low point. And so the quarantine cornathon with Corn the band would not be a sub 3-hour marathon, but rather a long day of work in the cornfields. And to really top it all off, Ben only got 2 kudos on Strava and only 1 comment for the whole effort.
No.
Teresa commented and said, "Damn, dude, nice."
Damn, dude, nice.
And that's the end of our story.
I just, at the end of the story, realized why he called it quarantine. I'm just so slow today. Quarantine. I was like, why is he naming it teen? Like quarantine. I'm so slow. Wow. Ben, has he done a marathon since? Has he tried to PR since?
Well, he does plan to reattempt the cornathon one day, but maybe in a bit more casual fashion.
Yeah.
And he is currently planning for his first ever official road marathon this August.
Wow.
He'll be debuting at the Green River Marathon.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Is that a flat race? Do you know?
I don't know.
No. Okay.
I think it's on dirt roads.
So nice. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for telling that story.
I think I'm gonna ask him about the corn syrup situation for the Green River.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does he fuel off now? Does he exclusively still use corn or?
No. He eats pretty much everything
Great.
that you could ever think of. Yeah. Yeah. I don't really know what he eats. A lot of different stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought this would have turned into, for some reason, I thought this was about to turn into, I don't know the origin story of, what is it called? Oh, my brain. What is it called? The one we do in November.
Oh, Rutfest.
Yeah. At first I was like, is this the birth?
Brilliant idea.
Yeah, but then I was like, oh no, there's no cornfields there. Interesting. Oh, so good, Arlee. Thank you for telling that story. And thanks, Ben, for sending it to Arlee to tell us. Love a good quarantine corn-fueled marathon. What could go wrong?
Nothing could ever go wrong.
Dude, do you know where this cornfield is? Because what I was imagining, I was also at one point imagining, the cornfield near the Long Trail or on the Long Trail?
Yes.
Near Camel's Hump? Or I don't know what kind of field it is, actually. I don't know if it's corn. I was thinking that one.
I know what you're talking about.
They are quite, like, the path is not smooth.
Very strange path.
Yeah. Oh, so good. Arlee, do you want to explain to our listeners how important 5-star reviews are?
Yeah,
or just a review in general.
Reviews of any star. If you're gonna leave a 1-star review, I just don't. You could just not. They're really important. They actually help us breathe more air. And air is good, so we need them to keep breathing. So you have to keep leaving them.
Yeah, otherwise I live in a vacuum. Oh, yes. I did want to just shout out really, really quickly, because we're getting towards the end. Forgot to say this in the updates, but our friend Will Peterson is on the Appalachian Trail going self-supported, and I think he's like 4 or 5 days in right now, and he's on Instagram. You can search him by I'm sure, typing Will Peterson in, and he's doing daily updates. And he's reviewing albums as he goes, and he's got this good humor about everything. He's got such a dry sense of humor, and it's really funny watching his videos. Anyways, I just want to shout that out before I forgot. I have a review here from 3 weeks ago. It's from Eve_Fru, and she rated us 5 stars and said, amazing pod, questionable pair. And I can't read the rest. We'll figure out what that means. I listened to this podcast together with my 10-year-old competitive and slightly perfectionist daughter. We giggled together as she hopefully absorbs the value of trying hard things, even when you epically bottom out. Such a great listen, maybe not actually age appropriate for the 10-year-old, but the benefits far outweigh any risks for her innocent ears, in my view. Highly recommend. Oh, 10-year-old daughter, we hope you continue to push the limits and stay competitive.
Love that. And you know what, Eve? There are worse things, like Roblox. So our pod is so good for your kid.
Yeah, I will also say I did rate it as explicit just because from the very beginning I was like, I don't know what's going to be said. So I will say the rating was there, but we love 10-year-olds to listen. We don't really say anything that bad, I don't think.
No, just hot takes.
No. Yeah. The spawn of Jim Walmsley taking over the Ultra World and
just 50 years.
Secretariat.
Jim Walmsley's a horse. You heard it here first.
Do you think Jim Walmsley is the spawn of Scott Jurek? Do you think that's the first? And Francesco is part of that? Like they are like the.
It's a bit of a Masons situation.
Oh, wow.
You know, like the secret Masons.
Yeah. They're quite secretive.
Yeah. And Trayson's part of it too.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
She's secretive.
Yeah. Oh, so good, Arlee. What's your Instagram account?
My Instagram is a.hisk. And what is yours?
I'm at Tara.Dower, and we are at DNF.Diaries, where we'll put. Do we have photos from this DNF? Did he take any photos?
We're gonna get them. We're gonna get something.
So good.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do a photo of the rock situation also. Yeah.
Does he have a picture of the dog bite too?
I'll ask.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll talk to you guys in 2 weeks.
See ya.